Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Tuesday, March the 19th, and this is a quick hit on the indexes. Starting off with the Dow. So, last night we were saying that the overall market looked bearish, indicator-wise, but that we were not counting out the bulls. This is very much a push-pull fighting area, whereas the bulls don't want to let go. And the Bears are saying, what the heck? Where's our turn? So that continues. And today it was, it was all over the place is what it was. We have a doji star. Yeah, you could call it a spleen top if you wanted to, but I think the body is just too small. We did have that down tick yesterday. It came really pretty close anyway to resolving, but no, it fell short. So beyond that, do we have anything really changing from yesterday? Well, we have the fast stochastic that has dived down and has crossed the 14-day RSI moving average. And really, there isn't anything to show for it. Matter of fact, the Dow was up almost 4 points. Beyond that, we're easing off on the CCI, the slow stochastic, the RSI, the MACD histogram, and the MACD. Looking for a bearish cross on the MACD. If that happens, then yeah, I might have to change my tune a little bit and say that the bulls have lost it. Certainly, they're on the brink of losing it, but as of yet, they have not lost it. So I'm not counting them out yet. The 14-day RSI moving average continues to be in ascent, and there is the possibility that this is going to be a small secondary reset to get a smaller high on the or a smaller hill on the MACD histogram, perhaps even making a new high still. So I just don't want to jump the gun, go crazy short, and then get my face ripped off. So I think that that's understandable. But certainly, the last couple of days, the charts have eased quite a bit. They are not nearly as extended as they were indicator-wise, although absolutely it could go farther. I wish that was more helpful, but it is what it is, and try to be honest about it every night. And here we are with SPX. Now this one is interesting. I mean, the Dow was up slightly. SPX was down almost 0.25%. We had the downtick yesterday. It was resolved intraday. And even if it wasn't, today definitely would have put a nail in that downtick. So you would say, oh, well, this is lower than yesterday's, so we must be going lower. Well, ordinarily, yes. But this is a huge tail. And, I mean, it didn't move that much for the closing price. I mean, if it had cleared the short-term moving averages and that closed there, that would have been a fantastic tell. But instead, we have a huge tail. Really kind of makes it a little bit murky. The Dow, I think, is a little bit murky. And very similar. We are closer on this to a bearish cross on the MACD histogram, which would be significant, but it has not occurred yet. We do have that cross on the 14-day RSI moving of the 14-day RSI moving average with the fast stochastic, but this could turn. So I'm still cautious, although this one definitely looks better. And yeah, if we get a move down, it would be to the long-term moving average bar, which would be about 1530. Just shy of 1530. And just above 1530 should be a level of support as well. So anyways, I just don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm trying to be cautious with this and don't want to get my face ripped off. Moving on to the VIX. This one was pretty darn interesting in that yesterday and this morning, posted in the daily running thread, we had that hanging man yesterday. It ran into problems right at the long-term moving average bar. We opened up down here. It looked like it had been turned back. And before you know it, it had just gone berserk. and raced up here to the upper Bollinger Band before pulling back. And as a matter of fact, in the daily running thread, I mentioned a short on VXX, which was extremely good because it was bought right up here. So anyways, what do we have to look forward to from this? Well, this was an extremely nice move. We have this nice gap below us. We've worked off the bottoming area in the heat map essentially entirely. We have a bullish engulfing, which is a total reversal from yesterday. We closed above the long-term moving average bar, which is bullish. We closed above the major price consensus level, which is bullish. So that certainly does put a spin for the bears on the daily charts for SPX and the Dow. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Very, very different from yesterday. We have the MACD histogram still in ascent. We have the MACD in ascent, looking for a bullish cross. Up on the RSI, up on the CCI, up on the stochastics, and this is very, very nice. An uptick on the 14-day RSI moving average. So does that change everything? Maybe. Maybe. But this was a very large one-day move. Matter of fact, it was, well, at one point, I think it was a 20%er move, which is normally a sign of exhaustion in the VIX, one way or the other. So it makes me skeptical, but boy, that's a really nice move on that. Tomorrow's going to be every day, so darn important. Moving on to TNA. And TNA down 1.25%. But this one also puts a weird spin on everything. Yes, it's a lower close than yesterday. Yesterday we had the downtick. The downtick was finished off today. It is done. The bubble is fixed. And we have this huge tail just like SPX. It makes me wonder if the possibility still exists for this to be bought. And certainly, intraday, the low was bought. We are barely trying to get the cross on the fast stochastic with the 14-day RSI moving average. Everything else looks pretty darn similar to the Dow and SPX. We have to see whether or not there's going to be further buying, because that's going to change everything, change this drastically. But we do have good alignment for further downside, just being cautious. Now, moving on to volume. We've been looking for a change in volume. Can we look at this and say that everything has changed in the bears' favor? The answer is no. Continue to get closer on the unbalanced volume. We still have no change in the accumulation distribution. We have a tick down on the dual volume flow, but it is not turning red yet. So we have four greens, one red, one endangered of going red, and one pretty close right here. So in the next couple of days, yes, it's possible that we could go to 3 reds, and then we could really think that it is going to be bearish, but we simply do not have enough flips on this volume-wise to confirm that at this moment. I'll also go to SPY to see if there's any difference there. You can see that on SPY, on-balance volume is much closer to turning red. You're very close on the dual volume flow, but just like TNA, we have 4 greens and 1 red. We need some kind of confirmation, and then we can really believe the bears. So, hesitancy, I think, is confirmed by volume at this moment. And that's it. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you very much.